jocks. It's like the nerds and the farmers.
Anyway, but we came live round of 32, 16?
16, I think.
Whatever.
ID
FienD versus ID. And yeah, I think I remember ID from CTF. And
yep, he's a very prominent CTF player, one of the best from North America.
Yeah, and he has very good. Obviously, all CTFs have very good move
thing.
Obviously, you know.
It's a good thing in his things.
That's gonna happen. The next thing,
and
where you use the thing.
Yeah, and FienD picks up, or rather ID. Oh my god, that's a good way to start an engagement. Take it from ID. He knows what he's doing. And FienD now finds himself 100 health, no armor.
He's very low. He can't really do anything anymore. I mean,
destroyed.
This
destroyed.
Is so bad. And even staying for the extra damage there, he just should try to get away. Maybe just prolong, you know, from ID to getting over there. And ID could actually gone over to the yellow and rocket jumped up, but it's still gonna be very hard for FienD to attack the next big item.
Definitely. How far can ID take this Lost World advantage? FienD is around the corner. ID is creeping, and there they spot one another. But where's the fight? I want fight. I want a big fight.
Yeah.
Where's my big fight?
It's coming up soon.
I can hear the rain. That's quite disturbing and worrying. The studio is going to flood. But ID,
we are in the basement.
Yeah, but ID is still in a great spot. He's yet to just get. Oh my god! What? Point blank range, grenade to the face on FienD. FienD now gonna go down. 1, 2, 3. ABC. ID is definitely you know. Well. He's doing well.
You had a good roll there.
The delirium really is setting in now.
It's kicking in now. It's kicking in now. But yeah, why not? ID's playing good.
I was about to break out into song, but but I stopped myself. That would be bad.
Nah, you shouldn't do that.
I mean, you could hear there's some pace and the tempo there, you know.
Yeah,
melody was about to happen.
You lost the rhymes there at the end.
Yeah.
You didn't know, you know, the rhyming words. I always look them up.
But ID's still in a powerful position as far as control's concerned, but FienD has 120 armor. Really in his situation, he needs some mega health time. That's really a huge part of this. Even if he doesn't take a fight here or anything, he just needs to get that mega time, because that's going to play to his future decisions to play for a steal or something like that. And because one of the things about this is that rocket fights can go really well close range if you have a worse stack than your opponent, but LG fights in open areas almost never will. So that's the reason why the Mega's so good, is because you can keep it to a close ranges. So that's one of the points about this. And ID does do a little bit of damage, falls back. FienD still though with 100 armor and opportunity to bring himself back in this game. Only one frag, the deficit.
Yeah, and on Lost Worlds, one of these maps that we talked about is obviously without a rail, and it's always when you're out of control, you always have to find ways to do damage when the other opponent, you know, is trying to go for the big items, and this is exactly what FienD should have been doing. But right now, he's taking a shaft fight that he's not really winning, and he's still receiving too much damage. He should really try to get out of there. FienD, ID is actually rocket jumping up, getting the frag. Is going to be rewarded with another red if he finally takes it, and he knows that FienD has got the shaft, he has got upper control, and yeah, this is still quite close in my opinion, and FienD can definitely do something here if he finds a way into ID's game.
And mega spawning, and FienD has a great shot to get it.
Has he got the time?
Oh my god, he's going to go for the fight, in fact. I cannot believe he didn't instantly rocket jump out there.
Yeah,
but
that was what you were talking about. You know, he stayed there always in these fights. You just know the mega timing, and right there, this mega timing. You know, you saw that this was really crucial. Him dropping down there, getting the extra, getting the boost in health wise, and now FienD is really in a great position. Man, ID not using the shaft to his advantage, and now getting bullied away.
Amazing.
ID on the back foot.
Yeah, FienD's done a great job on this one to bring himself back, and but the only thing is, okay, he's done everything. Okay, here comes the fight. The frag should follow. There it is, and that's a lot of damage, but everything's up. So FienD. Oh no, the steal and the shotgun action. Oh, 7 health. This is bad for FienD. Man, he should have had the pre-fire, the rockets, on the shotgun spawn, but FienD still manages to take the lead though in all of this, so it's a little bit shaky, and ID definitely has a way in the game with a good spawn, but this is not a kind of fight that you want to take. ID has to back
No,
away.
definitely not. And FienD is doing the right thing, just waiting for ID to make a decision here. And he has got upper ground, the better control, but it didn't really do as much damage as he probably was hoping for. But still, ID is already there at the Mega, hitting some good rockets. FienD can't really go in aggressive. He doesn't have any weapons anymore. He's still got one rocket left, and I am a bit curious about, why he didn't rocket jump up, but I guess he wanted to just take that extra shaft ammo that he's trying to use right now, but he's just running into the plasma gun of ID, and he just got annihilated.
Yep, definitely. It's back to a relatively even situation. FienD should be waiting for it. Okay, so what the ID basically, like, it was in a situation where you had to drop mid-map to get the items. It was an opportunity for FienD to go out into the open areas, pick up the rocket launcher, and see if he can apply some pressure and damage.
Yeah.
Because still, like, even though he has such a big stack deficit, there's no way that ID can come to him because he's on the lower levels, so he has to rocket jump up. And you would do that into LG? No.
Why is going ID so aggressive there? He was hoping for the point-blank rocket, but he's not going to do so. Still, he's got good timing on the red armor. He's going to take it. Now he just has to get out without taking too much damage. FienD is reading it well and trying to dish out some damage to Mega Health next up. Up next. Word order, not good.
Glad it's not just me. That's a complete mess at the moment.
Yeah.
But definitely in this game, it's 3-3 is tied, and both players have relatively even stacks, and they're both going to meet in this open area, and it's bad for FienD. He has not enough cells on the shaft. He can't really take this fight in the open areas, so ID's going to win this.
So unfortunate for FienD that rocket didn't hit. I mean, this would surely, switch the control a bit here. And right now, ID is waiting for FienD to make the decision. He has been spotted pulling out the shaft, doing some great damage there. It's still, once again, FienD, ID actually taking the rocket jump, getting better control, and he can always retreat back on the Mega Health, rocket jump out, and fully FienD away.
Yeah, this is really, really bad for FienD now. 3 minutes left, and FienD 55 armor is not very much against the 180, 130 of ID. Very painful. If they would clash, ID's surely going to get that frag, but FienD with another yellow pickup does get up to 100 at least, so that's really nice. And unable to deny that that second yellow was ID, but it's okay. It's a 3-3 situation still. Any fight should be in his favor, and FienD's back in a position where he's going to watch himself on the Mega times. He's got position on Mega, in fact. He should really jump down and grab that right now, and then rocket jump back up. A little bit of hesitation
once
there.
again.
It's really weird that he goes for the fight every time, because if ID just commits there, then FienD is pretty screwed.
Yeah.
Like he's in a box, a little box.
Oh no, he takes the full rocket. He has to retreat right now.
Yeah, and he does so. And 2 minutes left now, and he has to build up again. And it might take him another minute to do so. And I feel like he's not abusing the open map enough. Like when ID has to drop for items, he's not getting out on the map enough. And that's one of the things I think he could improve. But here he goes, jumping to 1 yellow armor, as we have ID on stream here, trying to pressure the pickups of FienD. So FienD has generally the right ideas, though.
Yeah, he does have the right ideas, but it looked like most of the time ID was under control, and FienD always had the problem of taking it back. But now they're meeting, they're unexpectedly shooting rockets, to each other, and ID having the better of this fight here and can drop down to the red, just waiting for FienD to actually make the move. He's moving in, eating a rocket. ID still has the options. He takes the yellow. FienD has got nothing.
Yeah, that was a nice move by FienD to think, okay, he's going to drop down, I can get out on the map, but
what a quick steal.
This could be game-changing. Mega's coming up. ID, does he realize? He does. He falls back onto it.
I heard him jumping, I wouldn't expect him to jump on the reds. It was really nice and quick decision-making from FienD there.
Yeah, that's especially in a situation where he's scared to die. Really, really scared to die. He took that risk. Brilliant play from FienD. But still, he's got to make the frag.
This is exactly what he needs to get his frag back here.
Still so much to play for.
Next red going to ID.
It's best of 1, so it's probably going to overtime. I don't know though. Like ID might think that he's stronger than he is against.
Let's see if FienD tries to force a fight at the Mega Health again. No, he doesn't. ID taking a rocket jump up, getting better positioning. FienD still nowhere near.
Definitely 15 seconds left for the overtime. ID kind of wants to jump in here. This is
he really wants the frag. I don't know if that's the best decision.
Yeah.
He hit the last exit rocket was really good, but overall I think he was maybe a bit too impatient, because taking a fight up there at the 50 HP level maybe isn't always the best option to do it just before the overtime kicks in. And right now it's just a bit better for ID, you know, off the start here, because he can take the mega health. And just overall, I think FienD probably has played like 3 or 4 minutes off control, and he had that one red seal that really helped him to boost him up. But ever since, nothing really happened for him that sort of changed the dynamics for him.
Indeed. FienD 63 health in this overtime. Yeah. It's not looking good for him. He's got to just disappear. It's almost what you would say basically like, okay, in the second or third overtime he's going to have a chance to come back, but that's like in his head how he should be thinking. Yep. Because there's no way he can really take fights. He's got to just build up, and avoid, get a mega time, keep his times on mega, and that's the general game plan out of control. Yeah. And ID is going to try and sneak over towards the yellow side, and FienD's over at the mega trying to get a whiff of when the mega will spawn. The ID is there at the red armor, and he soon will retreat back to this mega in time. And here he goes to the mega. FienD is going to be there as well. Jumps on it, and there you go. He's got the mega time.
That's good. I was afraid FienD would be, you know, over at the yellow area because he wasn't that stacked, but being there, just knowing when the mega health spawns really will help him. And he's still dishing out a lot of damage, and actually ID, this was so close.
Yep.
But ID always has the option of falling back to the red armor, you know, and for FienD he always has a good thinking, but when it comes down to getting back on the items, he's always at the opposite end basically. He's always at the worst of the ends. Yeah.
and man, it's still super close. Great rockets coming in from above.
And again, he always takes these fights up there, and he always has a you know, positional disadvantage when it comes to shaft up there.
And oh no, ID is taking lots of damage. FienD had nothing, but he did so much. It just shows you what position can do for you. It's a good example of how strong position can be, and how stack isn't everything, and how important it is to get out on the map when your opponent drops to the big items. That's really one of the biggest reasons. And now FienD's going to get onto this mega with the item time. Brilliant play. I mean, this is the ABC game sometimes that gets talked about. This kind of fundamental stuff that you just don't ignore. And now FienD is looking at a situation where he just has to win one of these yellows, and he can have more stack. Oh, the grenade. Yeah, that kind of changes it.
Yeah, once again, ID has been eating so many red armor so far. And now, finally, he has got a bad timing on the mega health. ID FienD already waiting up there, where he loves to stand.
Yep. 3 minutes now of overtime. 45 seconds until we go into the next overtime. And FienD is, even though he was in such a great position, that grenade really changed everything. And it's quite sad for FienD, because of all that hard work, one like seemingly random grenade.
Yeah. You know what he maybe should try to do is force a fight somewhere, not at the mega health, because he's been trying to force a lot of fights at the mega health. Maybe he should try to, you know, build a stack, surprise him with a rocket, and go mid-range shaft fight. Oh, and ID should not pressure too much plus forward. He definitely is receiving a lot of damage on this. Can be so close. He actually, ID is falling down, but once again he can retreat to the items, and FienD has nothing to work with. Oh, and another overtime.
Oh god. Another overtime. And there he's, oh wow, okay. Close range with a shotgun, he backs away very quickly.
We usually are happy about overtimes.
Yeah, we're looking at casting for 10 hours, so yeah. we want to eat in our breaks, but here you go. He picks up the 50, FienD has got 66 armor. He's always in the down position, always.
It's awesome to see how FienD can just like cling to the you know, to his frags that he has and not giving it away. So I think you have to give, you know, FienD a bit more the props. Like you have to give him the props for actually making it into 3 overtimes with not having having probably just 1 or 2 reds and a mega. This is just really insane play by FienD right now.
Definitely. 5-minute mark coming up. Well, say 5-minute mark. 15-minute mark coming up.
5-minute mark again.
And again, hey, I thought we just had this. The IDs from below. And you got...
And once again, this is where FienD loves to take its fights. And I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Oh, amazing damage from FienD. Forcing ID all the way back. And both big items. I mean, if you can win these big items, just needs to get on Mega first. Just get your ass on Mega. But no, he gets the reds, and ID goes for the...
What was that? Oh, they finally meet.
2 ships passing in the night. it's like they have
kind of like my sheep story, right?
They have this like, yeah, pretty much.
It's sort of a clash.
And
I like that.
It's like they have this mutual agreement not to fight to the death.
Yeah.
But just like they're both afraid to go for the commitment.
Oh,
here we go.
First rocket hit, second. Oh god. Back down in the lava. Both hitting a full rocket, and okay.
Mega's coming
up. And they go their separate ways again.
This is ID's Mega again. He's got.
He's been taking so much Mega and so much red, and he's still not able to take the fight.
Okay, I'm gonna give some stat rundown here.
Okay.
25 reds for ID.
Oh, okay.
20 yellows. 19 Megas. Okay.
Okay.
25, 20, 19. 4 reds for FienD. 4. 36 yellows and 7 Megas.
Wow.
So yeah.
I hope FienD takes this. He really deserves this, man.
He's been out of control for so much.
And he loves that positioning. It's good though, because when ID, takes the Mega and gets out of the Mega room, FienD can always, do damage on him because he has to get out of the room. In that regard, it's really good positioning, but it's not really helping him to get the frag in. He can dish out some damage, but it's not really the positioning that really helps him. But right now, this could be a crucial fight. ID is actually going in. Oh, with the aggressive grenade. Could the grenade?
Oh, we will see a frag.
Come on.
Can that happen in this game?
But I want FienD. Oh,
no. FienD dies. 1 minute left. Come on, FienD.
You can't do it. Go crazy.
Go nuts. Someone said it's like, with DC guys, it's like 2 magnets trying to push 2 magnets together, which are both a positive charge or something.
Yeah. It's like
pretty funny, I like that. And FienD goes to the engagement, and not going to get the kill. 50 armor left. ID's still pretty well stacked, as we can see. And FienD has no armor.
FienD, you can do it. Get on the red, get on the red. Where is he actually?
He is at the shards. We're going to move on to the open map. ID spots him, and will repel him. And yeah, 30 seconds left in this overtime. How many overtimes? Fourth overtime.
Yep, 4th overtime. ID is trying to run away. FienD taking a jump pad, obviously taking way too much damage on the process.
Pretty funny actually. It was quite close.
Left. What?
It was quite close.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah. Maybe you should have been, more aggressive when you had the better stack.
Yeah.
For me, actually, I would have loved to, make this that FienD wins this because he definitely deserved it. If you look at the item count, it's just so much in favor.
40 yellow armors.
It's just sick how well he played.
40 yellows.
Yep.
Okay, guys, we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be back afterwards with more Quake Live action here from FACEIT, brought to you live, and we'll see you soon.